Okay, y'all. Let me turn this down and put it only on my feet. My feet is cold. I'm in New York. It is freezing out here today. Okay? I don't even know what the temperature is. What's the temperature today in New York? Let's see. 37 degrees. Ugh, no it ain't. It's 19 degrees, y'all. No wonder why my feet cold. So today is January 21st, 2022, and it is now 9:25 a.m. I'm giving these words at an accelerated rate. So I am literally sitting at the water, mass producing. This is what happens when, I can't even say disobedience, because sometimes he just withholds his good thing, okay? And he just gives it all to you all at one time. Like, boom, he just floods, okay? So he's called me to do a series of videos, like rapidly, at an accelerated rate, like speedily, hurriedly. So I'm literally sitting at the water just doing back-to-back videos. And my voice is about to fall off and run, okay? And my tea is getting warm, but that's all right. Okay, so it just broke, okay? My safety pin just broke, but it's all right. I went to go grab it and it snapped, but it's all right, because we still gonna get this word out anyhow, because he's good anyhow, okay? Okay. So I was this is very personal, okay? The Father just got y'all all up in my business, like, but it's right, he just got y'all all in my business like this. Like, is he kidding me right now? No, he's not. He's serious, very serious. So I was using the bathroom this morning, right? And this is like, for the videos to come, you're gonna see that he just, for some reason, likes to speak to me when I'm in the bathroom. But anyway, so I was in the bathroom. Was it this last night, like the wee hours of the night? I was in the I got up to use the bathroom, and as I'm sitting there, something catches my eye on the floor. So I look and I'm like, what is this on the floor? Guess what it was, y'all? A safety pin. It broke. It just broke. But let me see if I could. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Look, it's a safety pin, right? Now, when I found it, it was like a circle in the midst of it, right? So it was kind of like, let me see. It just broke when I picked it up, so excuse me. But the circle was like this. Y'all see that? It was like that. It was a circle, okay? So it was a safety pin with a circle in it. And I was like, okay, again, I'm a visionary. So when things catch my eye that's out of the ordinary, because first of all, I don't even use safety pins. I don't even have them in my house. Like, I don't even know where this came from. Okay? My grandmother used safety pins. I don't use safety pins. So I was like, okay. Oh, and she's been going for a very long time now. Can I add that? She's been going for a very long time now. So should not be no safety pins around my house. And so my kids ain't even here. It's just me. Okay. So I'm like, okay, a safety pin. Like, what? Okay, what's the word, Father? Okay, because he just uses objects a lot of times. Like, if it's not a song, it's an object. It's something in the atmosphere. He uses visible things to speak to me sometimes, a lot of the times. So I'm like, okay, Father, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? Because I know I ain't just find this safety pin by chance. It did not catch my eye by chance. So what you got to say? So he said, so then I looked up, actually. I'm like, okay, well, I know what a safety pin is, but sometimes you just, let me see what it means, So I looked up what a safety pin is. And basically a safety pin holds things together. Right? So sometimes sewers will use it if they're sewing clothing, like they'll use it to hold the clothes in place and so that they can stitch the clothes and the clothing together. Or, they'll use it for their clothes, or to pin something on their shirt, or, the zipper broke, so you got to pin your pants together with the safety pin. It holds things together. That's the job and the function of the safety pin. Now, stay with me, y'all. So the Father said, I'm the safety pin in these marriages to come. I am the safety pin. I am going to be the thing to hold these marriages together. It's going to be by my hand. It's going to be by my might. It's going to be by my power that these marriages is going to survive. Not only are they going to survive, but they are going to thrive. Not only are they going to thrive, but they're going to be in an abundance. Not only is abundance coming from these marriages, but it's going to be a testimony. Not only is a testimony coming from these marriages, but it's going to be a promise. Not only is promises flowing through these marriages, but it's going to be a revelation. Not only is my revelation flowing through these marriages, but it's going to be my word. Not only is my word flowing through these marriages, but it's going to be my love. It's going to be my love. It's going to be my love. And it's not just for these marriages to be so great, but it's to be an example of and a mirror of what the Father wants his kingdom to look like. He wants his kingdom to look like these marriages, pure and holy, trust in him, putting him as the center. He wants these marriages to be an example to his children who are lost, who is out there. He's putting these marriages together so that y'all can go out there and slay Goliath. Okay? He's teaming y'all up. He's putting together these teams of twos. He's putting together these teams of twos because he needs y'all to go out there and slay Goliath. He needs y'all to go out there and conquer the promised land. He needs y'all to go out there and spread his word. He needs y'all to go out there and show what love looks like. Not love according to the world standards. Not love according to what we've been seeing on TV. Not love according to what we've been seeing in society. But love according to what his kingdom says. What does his kingdom love look like? What does his kingdom love look like? Do we know? Do we know? Because it's been so long since we've seen what his kingdom love looks like. It's been overshadowed by so much of this demonic love, right? We've seen a lot of demonic love. And I'm not led to get into that right now at this moment. But demonic love has been what it's been, and it's presented itself in many different ways. It's not been no one situation that has occurred. It's been a multitude, a series of different things that have transpired in the natural to represent this demonic love. But he said, the hour of my kingdom is here. The hour of my kingdom is here. No longer can demonic love win. No longer can demonic love show forth. The hour of my kingdom love is here. So I'm sending out these teams of twos. I'm getting together these people. I'm putting together these couples. I'm putting them together. And it's not so much because you're lonely and because you're sleeping in bed at night. And because you with the wrong person. Oh, poor you. And because you want somebody to start a family with. Oh. No, it's not, okay? It's not all about that. That's great. He wants to give you the desires of your heart, and he will. He will do that. But these marriages are more so about his kingdom, about what's going to come forth, what you're going to birth forth in twos, okay, as a team, what you're going to birth forth for the purpose of his kingdom. And I'm here to tell you that when he gets in the midst of these marriages, whatever you've been doing, whatever calling you thought was upon your life, whatever business venture you thought you was doing, oh, he's calling you up out of that. He's calling you up out of that. Peter was a fisher. And when his glory came upon him, he said, drop what you're doing and follow me. Drop what you're doing and follow me. Did Peter pick up the boat and the fish net and all the fishing supplies and just was like, all right, Father, I got the boat. Come on, let me find. No, he left everything that he was doing. He left his purpose. He left his job. He left his work. He left his business. He left what he thought was his responsibility. He left it all to pick up the responsibility of the kingdom, to pick up the responsibility of his purpose, to pick up the responsibility of the glory of the Father, to pick up the responsibility of his word, to help him carry the cross. He left everything that he knew so that he can follow the Father, so that he can live according to the Father, because he understood that not my will, but your will be done. Not my will, but your will be done. Not my will, but your will be done. You have to come into this season And it's time of the twos. And you have to have a heart to say, not my will, Father, but your will be done. I know I started this business, but this might not be where you want me to be. So not my will, but your will be done. I know I just accepted this new position at this job, but you may be calling me out of that for your kingdom's purpose. Maybe I'm going to be traveling in ministry. Maybe I'm going to be speaking with my wife, my husband. Maybe we're going to be traveling the world to give a good word, to give a testimony, to speak of our testimony, to show witness and bear witness of the love that you are using to connect us. So maybe this position isn't for me. I understand that that's what I wanted. I understand that was my own will for my life. And maybe he allowed me to be in that moment, right? Maybe he allowed me to experience that position for a time. Until the moment came when he said, okay, I'm calling you now. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. Number of 11 right now. It's 11 minutes. Number of acceleration. Thank you, Father, for acceleration on his word. Thank you for acceleration on all of the words that you're bringing forth today. So he said, it's time. It's time. Come walk with me. Come be united with your teammate. Come be united with your African king, with your African king, with your kingdom spouse. Come be united in this marriage with us. Okay? Because it's the two of you and it's me. So really it's the three of us, right? It's the power of the twos, but really it's three of us. Okay? And if you want to get really technical, it's one of us because it's just my spirit. It's just my might. It's just my purpose. It's just my kingdom. It's just my time. It's just my reign. So maybe it's just really just one of us, right? Wait, maybe it's just one of us in the midst. Okay? Maybe it's just one of us in the midst, but he's doing a thing. He's doing a thing. His spirit is moving. It's moving in a way that we have never seen on this earth. And I spoke about this in my previous videos as well. And it's going to be a testimony because it's coming. It's coming. His glory is raining down upon us. It's raining down upon us. His glory is just right there. It's so close you can see it. It's so close you can see it. That's another testimony that, of another video. He just been giving me so much visible confirmation, y'all. Like, listen, y'all got to stay tuned, okay? Stay in y'all seat, okay? And for my subscribers, because, I just told y'all, we going off, okay? So if you hopping in this car thinking that we on this one-way street, you just better take your seatbelt and get out this car right now and walk or hitch a ride or get in your own car, do what you got to do. Because guess what? The Father's word it's not a word that stands still. It's not a word that stays on any one course. It's a word that's intertwining. It's a word that's traveling through the winding roads of a mountain. Okay, it's a word that is swimming in the depths of the sea, down to the furthest of the part of the sea. This is a word that's flying in the sky, but yet at the same time is driving on the road. Okay, this is a word that's running, but at the same time is standing still. This is a word that is speaking, but yet and still is silent. So if you're tuning in and you're expecting some type of a what's the word? Some type of a pattern, some type of just cut and dry, let's talk about the trees and the trees only. You need to depart and you need to go ahead and hitch a ride and wait for the next opportunity because this ain't that moment. The Father's going somewhere. He's going somewhere and he will not be contained. He will not be extinguished. He will not be put in a box. He will not be placed in a church building, okay? Somebody talk to me. He will not be placed in an offering. He will not be placed in a tithe. The Father's word is a moving word. It's a growing word. It's a changing word. It's an altering word. It's a developing word. It's a word that's going to spring forth life. That's what the Father does. He creates. He creates. That's what the Father does. He creates. He develops. He's an architect. He's a painter. He's a singer. Right? He's an engineer. He's an engineer. Our Father is many faces. He will not be bound by any one thing. His word will not be bound by any one word. His word will not be bound by your expectations. It will not be bound of what your perceptions are. His word will not be bound. Oh, my. He is the safety pin. The Father is the safety pin to your marriage, to your coming marriage. If you already received your kingdom marriage, congratulations. Congratulations, because you are a testimony to the kingdom. Testify. And prayerfully, you're walking in your calling, and you're doing what the Father has called you to do together. Because we know that there's things that, even in marriage, that we're going to do together, and there's things we're going to do separate. But the things you're doing together is going to be so impactful. It's gonna shake the world. It's gonna shake the universe. It's gonna shake the atmosphere, right? It's gonna cause trees to fall. It's gonna cause mountains to move. It's gonna cause the waters to split and create dry land for people to walk through. The power of your two with your spouse that you're with, or your spouse to come. It's a powerful union. It's not like any typical marriage. Oh, we fell in love and we got married and this is great. And then we had kids and we started a business together. Yes, we're thriving in our bakery. And everything's great. It's fantastic. My husband's a lawyer and I'm a doctor, and we have this great life, and we can vacation whenever we want, and our kids are well taken care of and they have all that they need. That ain't this type of marriage that the Father putting together, okay? This is some shaking, all right, going on up in here. This is some soul stretching that's going on up in here. Okay, this is some traveling the world that's going on up in here. This is some changing the smallest of the villages that's going on up in here. This is to loosen the hardest of the hardest heart that's going on up in here. This ain't we got married and we started our careers together and life is great and we grow old together and die. This ain't that type of marriage. This is a kingdom marriage. Do you know what that means? I don't think y'all know what that means. I don't even think you're deserving of a kingdom marriage until you know what that means. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Esther was put in place of her marriage because she had a kingdom marriage. The Father set her in that position because she saved the annihilation of a whole race. Okay, that's what a kingdom marriage looks like. That's what a kingdom marriage is. So if you just hear and you just think you're about to sit, kick your little feet up and pop out a couple of kids and sit on your couch and watch Oprah, if you think that that's what this is about, you better get in prayer. You better get a new mindset. You better change your thought process, because that ain't what's happening in this kingdom marriage time. That ain't the calling that's upon your life and the life of your spouse. Okay? It won't be no sitting around on the couch pregnant and watching Oprah. Okay? You might be pregnant, but you might be speaking at 20 different engagements. Right? You might be pregnant, but you might be done traveled already to 5 different countries. You might done travel to 15 different states, all in honor of his word, all in the name of his word. Okay? Oh. Sorry, y'all. So get with the program, okay? And my uncle trying to call me, y'all. He's in a place where I have to give him my undivided attention. That'll be another testimony down the line. But that's the word, y'all. Get with the word. And I'll see y'all in the next video, which will be in about 10 minutes.